Okay, you can see the end of the barrel sticking out right there. What I've done, you can also see, here you go, you can see better here. I've just kind of suspended the barrel on there approximately where it's going to be and added a little bit of extra weight. Now, I'll be able to put those stick-on weights like they use for balancing automobile wheels and tires. I'll be able to stick those on the back of on the inside of the back of the mantlet if I need them, and that'll allow me to balance the gun pretty well. And right now, the way it sits, it's balanced pretty well, and I found that I did have a much better servo arm. Now this is just held in place with the zip tie. And I think it's going to work out just fine. And I can traverse and do elevation wherever. I think it's going to be I don't know, it's going to be a lot of experimentation to get it just right. But I'm not worried anymore about, I'll be able to stick that servo on with JB Weld with no problem, and I think that it'll handle it, because with the gun properly balanced, that servo is hardly working at all. I could probably use a micro servo with the gun properly balanced. It's that little strain on the servo. But I think that's going to work out really good. So hey, thanks Jeff for making me think about that. This is much better than what I had originally had in mind. Now also, I've got to trim down. Now that's one thing that worries me, is that humming on the servo. I'll be able to take care of that with the fine tune, I think. So anyway, I need to feed the paintballs in. So I'm going to have to trim this down, and I found that this is perfect. The paintballs roll right through it, no problem. I think I can probably get away with just gravity feed with this. If I have to, I have a spring system kind of already mapped out, but I'm going to shorten this up so that it sits down in there further, because this will be my limiting factor on traverse in this direction. Alright, just as this is my limiting factor over here. When this bottoms out, that's it. When this bottoms out, that's it. So I think that it's been a pretty darn good weekend. I think we've got a pretty good system in place here. I think this is going to work out very, very well. And this pot will have the elevation or the traverse servo on it, which will mount right here and use the pull. And you know, I'm not going to have any trouble using that micro servo on this. That thing moves so easily, especially with the gun properly balanced. There's a 9-gram servo will work that with no problem whatsoever. So that's where we're at. It's been a good weekend. Probably won't see you again until next weekend. And we'll see you next time.